Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
There's the quest. The quest was Gwent.
I mean, we could have played it, but I didn't know how strong the guy's deck was going to be.
Honestly, if we're gonna play Gwent, we might as well actually play, like, Thronebreaker or the official Gwent game. Damn!
Wait, you still have the head with you?
It will stay on
Come
until
on.
we find something else. Oh, hey.
Hearts of Stone expansion. Your currently tracked quests have been changed to the first quest of Hearts of Stone. Yet we only recommend starting it if your character is at least level 30.
Why?
What level is he right? You're only level 4?
4? Yeah. Okay. We want to do this one. Not that one.
Not that one.
Okay. So before we do any of that, I see something that needs a burninating.
I mean, there's wild dogs. Yep.
Oh, new music.
Oh, look at those giant mangy things.
Horrible. Ow. Oh, it's okay. I've got fire. All right. So, I guess before we do too much, let's check the map. So, now that we're out of the tutorial, we are finally able to play... Oh, holy crap, this map is big. Now we're able to play the game properly. There are boats. We will be able to take boats places. I guess first and foremost, let's head for that notice board. I'm just going to ping pong from notice board to notice board repeatedly until we've like unlocked every travel location, and then maybe we'll start tackling some side quests. Do you prefer that system or the more focused system? Because whenever I play these games, I usually go and collect every quest I can first. Then I sit down and say, okay, you know, what do I focus on?
Yeah, it depends on where and when you acquire the quests.
Hey there.
Because, like, if there's something that really, really stands out...
Slow now. Whoa.
Brother Adelbert's
Yeah, it looks like we
bestiary?
do have 27 books to read, so it's a little bit more.
Who? East Beach herein described in 2 manners ye may hunt. Either seek ye tracks, follow the strike of the foulness wherever it's in its wild ye find it, or lure it to a chosen place and engage it, there an advantageous battle. The latter poses less risk, for the hunter exposes no chance for an unexpected fight. Note, however, that to lure a beast into a trap, first, its tastes and behaviors ye must know. As for fork-tails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, and then hide ye near to shrubbery post-haste. The beast, lured by the caprine odor, will without fail soon come. Ah, that's like the big T-Rex. If it is a griffin ye seek to slay, take ye buckthorn from deep water. The mighty stench of this herb is to griffins like fresh roasted meat of the primest sort, and so comes they will forthwith, though far away they may be. Turning to drowners and the water hags, it is known to all and sundry that fish and rotting mollusks are their loves. And as for trolls, common hooch is their weakness. Really? They like alcohol? No, that's what trolls liked. I thought they would have liked the goats. But
I had forgotten.
What, the Billy Goat's graph?
Yeah, I haven't honestly heard of or, like, reference to the Billy Goat's gruff for quite some time.
I remember it being in an old book of nursery rhymes from when I was
Yeah, it was
little.
big when we were kids, but I wonder how common
And
stuff like that is
and isn't
nowadays.
The terrible thing about that story is it's the smallest one goes across the bridge first.
Yeah.
And is like, oh, but you could eat my older brother. He's larger than I am. And the troll's like, okay, fine, I'll let you go. And then the second larger brother comes along, and the troll's going to eat him too. But but I haven't yet a larger brother. You could eat him. He's the largest of the three of us. And the troll's like, okay. But then by the time the largest goat comes to the bridge, he just full-on rams the troll.
Yep. I wouldn't say that's unfortunate. Anyway.
Now, the unfortunate thing, though, is when the big Billy Goat got to the other side, what did he do with his brothers?
I don't remember.
Was it their plan all along, or would he approach them and go, you promised me to that troll, didn't you?
This is their usual strat. Notice, consider yourself informed. Every man with a producing milch cow is obliged to bring it to Crow's Perch before the week's end. After that, we find a cow in any man's yard, we'll give him 50 lashes on the spot, the man, not the cow, and take all the other goods of his we can carry. Anyone reporting a man hiding a cow will get a sack of grain as a reward. Guide wanted. I have need of a man to guide me and my family across the Pontar. 5 of us in all, me, my wife, 3 youngins. But they're calm, not the crying or yelling sort. Won't give us away to the soldiers. I'm not rich, but whatever I've got I'll give. In fact, I'll take on debt and go in someone else's service. Anything, as long as it gets me out of Velen. Please, someone, hear my plea.
Darlen Ain
It's
City?
Scoia'tael.
Ah, okay. Oh, let's see. Nassie. Help us send him off. To whoever has eyes to read. The other day our Falibor died. We've no means to bury him properly. Not a white shirt in the house, nor cloth for a shroud, nor planks for a coffin. If there's aught you can spare, please help. If we don't send him off to the next world proper-like, he'll haunt us in old revenge. Nassie. Vissy. A plea. Kind folk, for lack of better fare, I fed my young'uns pancakes made of ground acorn. The poor tykes have lain on the straw for 3 days since, their bellies growling something awful, getting sick and crying without end. If you know how to help, come to my hut. I've naught to give them in return but a warm word and a prayer of thanks.
Good people, take pity and hear my plea. My wife, Hannah, she's missing. A few days ago, she went into the woods and hasn't yet returned. I'm near out of my wits with worry. Will pay any price for the man who brings her back to me, or at least tells me where to look for her. Neelan, hunter from Blackbough.
So, a woman fed her children acorn pancakes. You know, I wonder, can we ever acquire acorn flour?
Us? Yeah.
I want to acquire acorn flour.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of terrible fate will befall us thereafter, considering all her children are ill, and the fact that you flatulate whenever I feed you something new. Profusely, might I add.
I am a gas bag. What is this thing? No. Oof. Yeah, unfortunately I've just got a sensitive digestive tract. Which is to say, boy, shit does not pass quietly.
Faster.
Maybe I should send him down to the creek. Might catch
Then
something.
both forces attacked, one from either side.
Okay.
So which one are you heading towards first?
Step away. Chaplain's praying. Can't you see?
Do not cast him out, Broderick.
A
All
priest?
may draw
What's he
from the
doing?
well of the eternal fire's grace. Approach, Witcher.
What do you want?
Rejoice, for even a creature as depraved and base in nature as you can serve the glory of the eternal fire.
Ah.
Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
That's to be my good deed for the day?
A handsomely profitable one, I might add. I know your kind don't work for free.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils. Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the eternal fire and all that.
Once I've incinerated the bodies, where'll I find you?
I shall be near the bridge to Novigrad.
Because I bumped into him.
Yep. He deserved it, though. He just called you a base creature.
I'm a creature.
Ish. Of human origin.
I'm just gonna keep going on to... We'll get the quest objectives later. This honestly might be something where, like, I pick up a bunch of quests
Whoa there,
and then
Roach.
kind of do a bunch of them.
I still find it hilarious, though, that you're carrying the rotting head of the griffin. You would have thought that after handing it in, the quest in, it would... What?
Dogs? What are these things?
Yep, dogs.
Oh yeah, they're just dogs.
Giant dogs rolling around in the
I
dirt.
could fight them.
Probably trying to get the scabies off their bodies. Uh-oh. What are they eating? People?
Uh...
Yep, people.
Wow, that worked.
Is that guy okay, or is he
So-
injured?
Come on,
Tied up?
unbind me before the next ones come.
When they come, I'll tend to them. Meanwhile, let's you and me chat. Like to know who I'm untying.
John Verdon. Served in the 10th Maribor Division.
Long way from your army.
My army don't exist no more. Black Ones smashed it to bits. I scarpered off into the woods just before that happened. Joined a group of refugees. Fucking bursting with patriotism they were. Soon as they learned I'd abandoned Temeria in her hour of need, they beat me down. Tied me up like a turkey, left me to the drowners.
So he fled the battlefield.
Yeah.
I mean, we should still untie him.
Yeah.
We don't need to feed
Fine,
those
I'll
muck
help.
monsters.
Oh, thanks. For a minute there, I was almost sure you'd leave me to die. I'd like to thank you somehow, but I've not a chip crown to my name.
Tough. I'll take the loss.
Thanks, Witcher. May you prosper on the path.
Whoa!
I think we're gonna regret that.
Why?
I don't know. This strikes me as the kind of thing that we will regret.
I mean, unless he's not what he says he is. I mean, we know that he's a deserter. The only thing that could happen in the future that would be worse if he ends up brawling with other people and killing others or getting killed, or if he isn't what he said. But as I said before, serving as food for these creatures is,
Pretty bad.
I mean, a bad fate for him, but also for anyone who lives nearby.
Well, we'll find out what happens to him later. For better or worse.
Ah! A stranger! Saw him over there!
Hey,
Why was everyone's reactions in chat terrible?
One person was,
slower.
but that was after I was like, but
They'll kill us and take her all the same.
So I'll
Frickin'
slaughter her
pig.
myself. Hide her corpse neath the floorboards.
Okay, more of these. Okay, so Scoia'tael stuff. Forefathers' Eve approaches. 'Twill soon be Forefathers' Eve. Tormented souls. Souls who've not known rest after death. Hungry, tired, scared ghosts. They'll soon walk among us. We'll carve the Jacksons. Send them up to the next world with a chant. Prayer and kind words. Prepare yourselves.
So it's Halloween.
Yep. Okay, so we've already seen Radosts. You'll buy your drinks at the end of the crossroads with Novigrad crowns. We take no other coin. We don't do tabs, either. No exchanges, save for eat or drink. Anyone doesn't like that, they can go rot for acorns. My true foreign brother, Michael, is missing. Anyone who finds him, or at least finds out what fate has met him, will be generously rewarded. And I'll slip a good word into the Baron about you as well. Find me at the inn in Crossroads.
Well, is this the end? Looks like it.
Looks like it. Oh, yep. We'll talk to the innkeep first.
Looking for a man. Goes by Hendrik.
What do you want with him?
Want to talk to him.
What about?
Give me a bottle of something strong.
Something's up.
You gotta go. I'll open the back way for you.
Expecting visitors.
Got company. Who is it?
Innkeep, vodka.
Who's this one?
Brave warrior, looks like. Got 2 swords, see?
Oi, great boy. What's the point of having 2 swords?
Wonder if he keeps an extra prick in his trousers too.
You fucking deaf. Gonna say who you are? Or do I need to loosen your tongue with me knife?
Hey, Beard's back.
How about I buy everybody around?
Why would you?
Got the coin for it. Simple as that.
I don't drink with strangers.
We share a round, won't be strangers anymore. Then we go our separate ways.
And which way might yours be?
On my way to Novigrad.
City of whores and whoremongers.
To your health. And mine.
Bottoms up.
If you want to rest, come with me. I've a bench you can use.
Well, he seemed to
step in the
defuse the
hut.
situation.
And there's the bumpkin with what looks like his son. That's on the pretty side, I think it is.
Oh, they're bandits.
I say probably disguised his daughter.
I thought they were Nilfgaardians.
No, they're way too rugged and
Orson's
uncouth to
always
be them.
managed to hide
That's
that
fair.
one round you said. And that were it. Now shut
They don't want to talk to you.
That's fair.
Thanks for not starting a row with those swine.
I don't generally poke my nose in other people's business.
There you
to
do.
Stay the night?
No. I'm looking for Hendrik.
Man lives in Heatherton,
Don't know where that is.
other side of the hill. Looked that away this morning, saw a strange glow. Imperials on the raid, perhaps. But who knows?
Anything else you can tell me about Hendrik?
Odd fellow. Arrived from who knows where and for no apparent reason. Shacked up with a widow whose husband was stabbed for a scrap of bread.
Baron's men don't like strangers.
Aye, and he stays out of their way. Always seems to know when they're coming. Always manages to disappear.
Thanks, Innkeep.
Interesting.
I know there's a quest around here with a werewolf that I'm really excited to do again. But I don't remember where that is. I apparently played quite a lot of this game back when it first came out, though certainly didn't feel like it. Okay, so next, so we do have a quest here. Missing brother.
Yep.
That's a little bit much. Yeah, so my logic is I'm just going to keep going from village to village, hitting up every one of these notice boards, because it's what populates the map with all these question marks.
Okay.
I just
We
figured
don't
there
need
was...
to go up to the big city yet.
Yeah, we'll hit that. I figured we'd get all these southern ones first. Boy, this is going to take a while. And then at some point, There we go. And then
So
at
we're
some
not going to
point,
see about the missing wife? If she went into the woods, does that make her the werewolf?
I can check it out.
All right, we're also supposed to set fire to all of the...
Some of these, by the way,
are from the expansion.
From the expansion, some of these just aren't located in the same area. Like,
Next town over.
straight up, yeah, Wild at Heart's down there. So, as long as we just keep going around and talking to every exclamation mark that pops up, we should be able to find, like, everything. And then eventually we will start knocking down the last couple that we don't have. Oh, wow, deja vu.
Oh, just the colors?
No, this is
The area.
more or less the last map that I had played when I had been playing Witcher 3 the first time around. And I remember specifically writing this section in about this lighting. And it's weird because, you know, I usually don't replay games, and I rarely restart games that I've played before, and I almost never touch open world games, period. Is this the right quest?
I find that with long adventure games, I revisit them maybe once every 5 to 10 years.
My main problem is just, like, the volume of games has increased considerably.
Oh, I know. When we were young, you'd be lucky if there were 5 to 10 new big releases for games.
There were definitely a lot still, but since there wasn't this massive indie or AA market, it was still relatively easy to keep up with, like, the games in the genres that you're interested in. And then everything else, you know, is just kind of like whatever.
And also, it would take several years between sequels for
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. If at all.
No. Whoa there, Roach.
I should have just marked this. I'm just gonna mark this one for the time being. I guess we're gonna end up doing a little bit of main story stuff first, but that's okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to want to replay all but the, like, absolute best games on the list.
Air is strange, like dropping into a deep cellar on a hot day. And the mist.
She Who Knows. What was that book or journal?
Unsure.
Ah, some dogs attacking that villager.
Might be the NILFGAARDIAN connection. No, probably not.
Be gone! Leave me be, whoever you is! Get away!
Calm down. It's over.
Aye, it's over. All's past, never to be restored. I'll not forget that ever.
Looking for a man named Hendrik, supposed to live in this village.
Aye, he did. No longer. They nabbed him in that hut. If you'd have heard the cries, sir. If you'd have heard how a man can scream, how he can suffer.
Tell me what happened here, step by step.
They took him. Took him all. The sun was waning, see, and the dusk went crimson like blood. Thought to myself, strange, the toads, I cannot hear them.
Oh. And is that snow? They cloak themselves in frost, don't they?
I know not what happened there, save terror through and through. Hendrik screamed. Then he begged. By the end, he could do naught but moan.
Just wonderful.
Weren't here long, the terrors. Yet the village froze like in the heart of winter.
You in that hut when they rode off?
No, and I'll not set foot there. Never.
Farewell, and peace of mind to you.
Can you look around with your Witcher senses?
I mean, I think that's what we're supposed to do in this hut specifically.
Traces of ice around the footprints. Really?
Well, yeah, because they're magical in nature. So is that Henrik?
Okay.
Tortured him. Maybe they missed something. Need to check his pockets. Trousers are stiff, as if hung out to dry midwinter.
My mother
see.
would do that.
Oh, yep. I know.
Some days it would be so cold, like those days in the negatives. She'd bring them back in, and they were so hard we could sword fight with pants, which was funny, but also like really bad for them.
Oh, I know. It's terrible for the fabric, but
Maybe hid something in his jerkin. Damn, he's cold as ice. Nothing here. Should check his boots. Blood, congealed. Key hidden in his boot. Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
I really like his wolf necklace. Like, I know he kind of had one in The Witcher, like the Netflix show, but it just was not nearly as cool as this.
There's a draft. Gotta be a space under this rubble. Guess I should do some cleaning.
ooh, secret cellar. Missing. Tamara Strenger, or Tamara, maybe.
Yep.
Daughter of the Bloody Baron, presumed kidnapped. Hearty reward for whoever finds her or brings her in. So, the daughter of the Bloody Baron.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay, anything else of immediate note? Whoop. What was that?
Oh.
Oh, there was just a
There's
rumble.
just a special door.
Guess so.
A ledger. Payment for a sack of grain. Amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever. Interesting headings. Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige. Also cited in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair. Scar on her face. Avoids contact with others.
Definitely.
Drunken swine.
Yep.
So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle. Or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talk to Baron at Crow's Perch.
So
Siri.
that's Cirilla.
Yep.
Clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp. Encountered a witch. Conflict ensued. Cause unknown. Find the witch. Talk to the peasantry. Village of Midcops. Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs. Dog ran off. Water in bucket froze solid. Strange glow observed in the sky. Ill omen, peasants say. Somehow they learned Hendrik was looking for Ciri. Thus the torture. I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
Eh, the Baron's cool. I like the Baron.
Hmm?
I'm pretty sure I know who the Baron is. I mean, he's not the best guy ever, but like...
It's funny because the ambassador specifically told you not to meet with him.
Yeah.
But
like,
know.
who gives a dang about the Nilfgaardians and what they want?
Oh, I know. And also, if he's looking for his daughter, there's a story behind that, too.
Let's see. I'm pretty
Are you
sure...
gonna follow the horse hooves?
Nah.
What? Why?
Because they just lead off.
Let's go.
Too frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm mistaking the person, I'm pretty sure the Bloody Baron has like a quest related to a spirit haunting the roads that I remember doing and thinking, man, that was actually kind of horrifying and also heartwarming. I don't get that experience very often. Yeah, he has a good quest line. Yeah, I don't know, the side quests in this game are the main draw, which... Nope.
Uh-oh.
Bandit camp.
Come on! These
Ow.
Ouch. Got a bunch of blood on you.
Okay.
And poor Roach.
It's okay.
On you.
I am fueled by chicken sandwich. So, Shell, I don't think I mentioned this to you. You know how we were talking about that gourmet?
Yes.
Thing that, like, that gourmet perk? Well, it turns out the gourmet perk is, like, busted.
Making excellent food.
Food heals me. Instead of, like, for 5 seconds, it heals me for 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
And so, like, you might notice, if I haven't been hit in a
nourishing.
while, or I'm not hitting enemies in a while,
Get that archer.
notice how my health is just kind of at full?
Oh, wow. You did reflect that.
Yep. Yeah, I picked up that perk.
Nice.
What's up, dude? Fire.
That didn't do that much damage.
No. Unfortunately, I've got to do some customization before I actually get it to be good.
So what's going on here at this homestead?
Let's see. Well, they got loot. Diagrams, split bolt, elemental oil, and some other stuff.
Looks like you can break that door down.
Yep. I might have just been able to walk right in. Hard to say. Thing is, ultimately, there's nothing in this house.
Look it to the right, though. Oh, yeah.
So, I think it's mostly just supposed to be loot.
Mm-hmm.
But, I saw to that already. Preemptively, you might say. Automatically, you might say. You might say I might have even auto-looted the place.
Mm-hmm.
On sight!
Take
Why
it easy.
are you going this way, Roach? What are you doing? Get on the road. That was weird.
What? That guy was peeing? Ew.
Rivers. Nature's
Wait, that guy was
bathroom.
just doing dum-da-dum-dum.
Maybe I'll spot Hannah.
Okay, so this is the man whose wife went missing.
Oh yeah, Neil.
What shall become of Temeria? Oh boy, that's a lot. Yeah, I'll have Shell do readings
Looking
later.
for a hunter named Neelan.
Found him. What do you want?
Hear about your notice. I'm a witcher. When do you last see your wife?
5 days passed. 4 dawn. On my way out to hunt, she were asleep. I come back, found no sign of her.
Maybe she went to the neighboring village, forgot to tell you.
No, my sister were never gone this long before.
Tried looking for her?
Asked round the village, none saw her go. She must have left when they were still sleeping. Told her time and again not to wander off on her own. She never listened.
I mustered some menfolk to scour the woods. Nothing.
I'll look in the woods. You might have missed something. Ask around, too. She have any friends?
Hannah keeps to herself mostly. Watches the blacksmith's young'uns at times. And in the village, Glenna, the butcher's wife, she likes her best.
Thanks. I'll try to find her, but no promises.
This is suspicious.
You won't.
Margaret is talking about her sister in the past tense. As though she knows she's already gone.
Yeah, this is
Buying or
suspicious.
just perusing?
Show me what you've got on offer.
Can you talk with them again?
Yeah, I could. Ooh, he's got a thing. First map, other.
Oh, for Witcher gear.
Sure. This. Fifth essence. Eh.
So long.
Well, why talk to them again?
I don't know.
I doubt they'd have extra clues.
Mm-hmm. No, we'd have to talk with the butcher's wife.
Yep,
Greetings, you
Glenna?
Glenna.
Oh.
Aye. The gristle and marrow is all I'm willing to sell, and you'll have to wait till I'm done carving it.
You the butcher's wife?
Butcher? Please. Might have called him a butcher when we lived in the shade of Novigrad's walls. Now he deals in carrion, fallen animals. Their bones still fit for soup. So, buying something?
Wanted to talk to you about Hannah. Hear you were friendly.
She come by at times? We talk?
She seems strange lately. Any idea where she might have gone?
Strange. No? A cheerful soul always. If I'm to judge, it's the wolves got her. Been howling the nights through lately. Even the Baron's men are feared to come by. Hannah must have gone to the wood to gather mushrooms, maybe. Strayed too deep and the howlers got her.
The wolves have been howling a lot lately.
Thanks. Farewell.
Oh. Is this the werewolf quest?
I mean,
Wild
woman
hunt,
wanders
take
off
them
into the
all.
woods and there's wolves about.
Because I know there is a werewolf quest around here, but...
Maybe she is the werewolf.
Oh god, those children.
Wow. My dad used to make swords like yours. Can I touch it?
It's sharp. Better not. Need to talk to your father.
I forged swords once. Now it's scythes and hoes. For good arms, you'll need to go to Novigrad.
Those children look like weird gremlins. They are straight up the butt crack of Uncanny Valley. And they're not coming back.
It's always weird when you see illustrations of children. They never quite seem right.
Oh my god, you're right. These kids look like old medieval illustrations of children. They look wrong.
Where they look like adults that just have very round faces.
Yeah.
And it's just awkward.
Oh man. They're man babies. Actual man babies.
Wanted to ask you about Hannah. Heard she looked after your children.
Aunt Hannah? Do you know where she is?
No, that's why I'm here. She maybe tell you where she was going, or anything else?
She said turnips are healthy and we ought to eat them. I saw her go to the forest with another lady. It was dawn almost. I'd gone out so I wouldn't wet the pallet.
The forest? She's done for.
Why?
A huge pack roams the area. None from the village dares go in the forest. Neelan's only one not afeared, but then he's a hunter.
Did you get a good look at the other woman? Know who it was?
No. She walked in front of Aunt Hannah. I couldn't see.
Could be the sister.
Thanks. Farewell.
Yeah, could be the sister. Could be werewolves.
You're right.
A werewolf clan. A werewolf clan. Maybe.
Oh, I gotta check my inventory real quick. Oh. I'm using my inferior equipment because when we got our stuff back, they just put me in the in generic Witcher equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense, but inferior gear.